Hello Collective, Elsie here to do a reading for you. I thought I would just come by and drop a collective reading. So many of you are asking about someone who's new. And so I thought I would come by and just drop some cards and talk about someone who is new that could be entering your life. Keep in mind, it is a general reading and it's not going to happen for all of you. There's no way it can resonate with all of you. But those of you who are interested in someone new. Now the thing is this. The someone new that's arriving could be a friend, could be a new acquaintance, and it could be a love. And I'm going to read for all of it. So let's talk about that. So we are going to ask first, who are they? Then we're going to ask, what are they like? And how will you know when you've met them? Let's talk about that. So when I do a collective reading, I do it for all the signs. So I'm going to call out the signs and symbols as you need to know them in order to know what's going on in this reading. I'm going to give you as much information that I can, whatever comes to me here. But please keep your intuitive hat on, and please don't ever give your energy over to a reader, right? Use your discernment, your intuition. Please stop watching tarot if you don't have intuition, or you'll be led around by any reader you watch. So please use your intuitive energy. Let's find out what's going on. Who are they, Collective? Let's find out who they are. Tell me about the new person that's coming into the Collective's life, please. Tell me about the new person. We've got, the big cheese. We've got somebody who's the Emperor. Now, who is the Emperor? That is somebody who is very balanced in their energies. First of all, they have a lot of wisdom. You don't just get to be the Emperor, right? It just doesn't get handed to you. You have to do the hard work to get here. You have to become the King of Wands, the King of Cups, the King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles in order to be the Emperor. So this person is the official person. They are the authority. This is somebody who really does know a lot of things. They have a lot of wisdom, a lot of stability in their life. They could be a business owner. They could own multiple businesses. This person is either someone in the corporate world who is like at the top of the food chain, the person who is the president, the owner, the VP, or this is somebody who owns their own businesses. Take it as it resonates. This energy is Aries, but please understand when the Emperor is here, so are all the kings. Let's find out what else we need to know about who they are. They are somebody who has decided that in their life they are never settling for anything. This person has no problem disconnecting and walking away from things that don't serve them. They're not about the shenanigans. This person can be pretty serious, right? They are Aries energy. Aries is always, running after what they want. They're always pushing forward. They have a lot of drive. Like it's Mars energy, right? It's like you will not stop the Emperor from getting what they want, but also the Emperor will never take a chance to go get something that they think they can't have. The Emperor is not a person who's going to lose, is never going to set themselves up for failure. So I feel like this person has already realized that if I don't like it, I'm just going to disconnect, and that's it. We do have the Chariot energy here. This person moves fast. And I would agree, because the Emperor energy is here. This person moves fast. They're moving for the victory, right? And as I said, the Emperor is somebody who just doesn't bother going in at all if they think that there's even a chance that they will lose. The Emperor doesn't lose. That's why they're the Emperor. They make educated decisions, right? They take leaps of faith. They forge forward. Sometimes they take risks, but they're always educated risks. And they already know that they're going to win before they get there. They're going to make sure that the win is theirs. Because like the Emperor, think about it in the medieval times, right? The Emperor is in charge of all the kingdoms. They're not just going to send everybody to slaughter, right? They're going to gather the troops and make sure that they have enough people and enough weaponry to be able to come out on top in some sort of a fight, right? So this Emperor is not into losing. We do have the Page of Coins. The Emperor could have a child, possibly, but the Page of Coins tells me that this is somebody here who I believe is ready to begin something new in the 3D here. It feels like that this Emperor has walked away from something possibly, and this person is somebody who has decided that they're going to begin something new. Although they could have a feminine child who is, probably in their teens, possibly. we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So the reason that this person walked away from the relationship is because of unrequited love. And it could be on either side. Like the Emperor, like I said, is a person who doesn't play around. That person is like, I don't like it, I'm out. I don't really care. I'm not asking questions, and it's got to go my way or the highway. That's sort of the way the Emperor is. It's very, very hard masculine energy, right? The Emperor is somebody who's masculine leaning, but also has feminine energy. We all do, right? People, plants, and animals, we all have that. So whether you are the feminine or the masculine, you could be the Emperor, or the person coming to you could be feminine or masculine. So I feel like this person is probably a single father or a single mother. This person is... the Knight of Cups being in the reverse tells me that it's unrequited love. And it could have been unrequited love with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is somebody, of course, who is independent, does their own thing, not taking any orders from the Emperor. Yeah. I feel like this person it's really important to them to be really incredibly attracted. And I just don't mean they think you're cute. I mean that they want to be in a relationship that is, they can't keep their hands off of you, collective. That's what they want. I feel like they're also looking for someone who's intellectually sharp. Like the Queen of Wands is quite smart, is in business for themselves, feminine or masculine, right? Somebody who is independent, doesn't really need anybody's help. Somebody who's got it already. Like the emperor can, even though, we're not looking at empresses and emperors, we are looking at queens and emperors. And I feel like, the plight of the emperor is that if that the empress is the one who is on their level vibrationally, but they are also at risk of the empress overturning the emperor's throne, right? This empress is on point with them. So I feel like this person is looking for somebody who's still feisty and who is independent, likes to do their own thing, but also somebody who would respect the emperor's energy, feminine or masculine. We've got the Six of Pentacles. So this emperor is looking for someone who doesn't mind being a step parent, because I do believe that we're talking about a child here. They want someone, they're going to watch the person and make sure that person is going to be a good fit for the child as well. The Six of Coins is coming up under the Page of Coins. And so I feel like this person, it's really important to them to have balance or reciprocal energy with their child. Not only do they want to find someone who's fiery and attractive and desirable, and somebody who also is really loving and kind, someone who will give reciprocal energy to their children or their child. We do have the Seven of Cups, and we do have the Eight of Wands. So whenever you meet this emperor, if this is the person that's in your future, this person's going to want to move fast. And that's going to be a little bit scary, because it can feel like a little bit of love bombing. I'm just going to say the Eight of Wands for me with the Queen of Wands is a love bomb. It is. And so it feels like this person is looking for someone to, they've been kind of dreaming about someone that I feel is fiery, desirable, someone who desires them, someone who they desire, and someone who isn't going to have a problem with moving really fast. We have fast energy here, right? We have the Eight of Wands, Sagittarian energy, and we have the Chariot energy here too. So this person, I feel, is someone that is used to getting what they want. I'm going to say used to getting what they want. They'll see what they want. They'll go get what they want. That's what Aries does. And I feel like they want somebody who matches their fire energy. So how will you know when you met them? How will you know when you have met them? We've got the Fool in the reverse. They're going to want you to take a leap of faith immediately. And I would be careful with that, because that could be love bombing. Love bombing is something that, people with narcissistic traits will do. So be careful with that. The Fool in the reverse tells me that this person doesn't want you to look below to see, this is not an educated leap. This is something that you could look foolish doing, because it's like the person that you met and then a month later they're already proposing marriage. Like it feels like things will move along super quickly with this person, and they're going to want you to take a leap on your head, right? Head first. We've got the Ten of Swords. We've got the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Oof. So I'm going to say that you've been at this game before. Yeah. I feel like you have taken really quick leaps of faith in the past, collective, and I feel like it's not worked out for you. I feel like the Queen of Cups in the reverse is telling me that that you became depleted really easily, really quickly, emotionally, and empathically depleted. And I feel like it didn't end well for you. So it feels like for some of you that even though this person is coming into your life and they want you to move quickly here, I feel like you're kind of side-eyeing it just a little bit. That's how you're going to know when you've met them. They're going to be pressuring you to move forward really quickly, and you're going to be, wait a second. I've seen this before. This is not my first rodeo. Feels like you were betrayed by someone who was an Aries before, possibly, or maybe betrayed by Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, maybe Sagittarius, possibly, or yeah, Cancer. Let's keep moving here. We've got the Queen of Swords. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, and the Tower. Wow. So look, you're going to know. You're going to know. How will they know? You're going to know. You're going to know. Because this person is just going to stand up and say it. They're just going to lay it out for you here. There's a big change that's coming, collective, and there is somebody new that is coming. It feels like there is a tower that shows up with this change. So if you're a person who's already going through hardships, tower moments, I feel like this is change that's ushering in a brand new person. And that brand new person, I feel, has big energy. And that's why it's causing this Wheel of Fortune and the Tower to come up together. I feel like you're going to know when you've met them because they're going to tell you. The Queen of Swords is here. They're going to be super honest, really truthful with you. They're going to tell you, look, you're beautiful. Look, you're handsome. Like, this person's going to be very forward with you. And it might make you uncomfortable because I feel like you've already gone through some sort of a love bombing stage in a last relationship that ended up in betrayal. You ended up being released and it was really terrible and hurtful. So I feel like when this new person shows up, you're going to be giving it the side eye. And it feels like it, with the Wheel of Fortune here, that change is coming in. And the way that you'll know that change is coming is because you will start receiving tower moments. And a lot of people don't realize that when they ask the universe, look, can you bring me this? Can you bring me that? And manifesting things, that everything has to change in order for you to get what you want. And what is changing here is everything. And so I feel like you're going to start hitting tower moments. Things are going to start being taken from your life. And I don't want to scare you, right? So I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about situations. Maybe you decide to quit a job. Maybe something that you really wanted, you didn't get, causes a tower moment. It feels like the universe here is creating change in your life, which is going to create tower moments. And I feel like the truth is, because the Queen is here, the truth is that the reason it's happening is because things are changing so you can get the things that you want. So how will you know when you've met them? They're going to tell you. They're going to come right up to you and they're going to tell you. There's going to be zero guesswork here because the Emperor is not the one who plays around, feminine or masculine. That person is not playing around. They're going to get what they want because they never go in unless they're going to get what they want. We do have the World card here. We have the 10 of coins. Yeah, see, you've had a relationship here that I think has ended. You might have a child as a result of that relationship. So whether it was marriage or just living together, whatever kind of situation you were in, it feels like it was a long-term situation. This Emperor is going to tell you that they also have a child. Look, it feels like there is going to be maybe 2 feminine children here because cups and earth energy, so water and earth energy are feminine energies. So it feels like maybe each of you will have a child, possibly, or these could be children. This could be a child that you will have together. This is the one that I think the Emperor already has. Maybe you have a child. Take it as it resonates for you. But I feel like somebody may have a child that resulted from this long-term relationship, but I feel it's over now. So the World card tells me that the person that I'm speaking with, you would have had a major change in your life. So you would have had either a divorce or we sold the house because we're no longer living together. We've separated and now I'm living alone with my child. And so I feel like these are going to be especially hard times for you because the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower are here together. The Wheel of Fortune and the Tower could mean that the change that came was the closing of the door to some sort of old relationship. I think this is something that you and the Emperor will also have in common. I think that's another way that you'll know who this is, that this person is going to tell you that they have a child, and also that that everything changed in their life. Everything changed in their life a little while back, and a long-term relationship came to an ending for them, but they've closed the door and they're not going back. So you don't have to worry about that. This person, I feel, is going to be super honest with you up front. It's going to feel a little weird. It's going to feel like a little bit of floodlighting, right? This person is like, it's like they want to move quickly, so they're going to be honest and truthful with you at the very beginning. They're going to expect the same from you. And they're someone who has boundaries. So they are someone who has some really high, tight boundaries here. Your person could be an Aries. They could be a Scorpio, a Taurus, Aquarius, or a Leo. We do have Scorpio energy here. We have Sagittarius as well. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. I'm saying all of these because we know that the Emperor is an Aries, but look, all the kings are there as well, right? That's all the king's energy as well. So how will you get along with this person? What are they like? What is their demeanor like? Tell me about that. What is this person like? How will you get along with them? How will you two interact with each other? We do have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man energy. And we have the Hermit energy. So I want to say that we have the Hermit here, which tells me that somebody has found their light. Somebody is enlightened and quite spiritual. Somebody who has been alone with themselves and in perspective, trying to figure out what it is that I want next. It's somebody who is single. So I feel like you're probably single at this time. And that means single, not married, not dating, don't have somebody that you're living with. I feel like I'm reading for somebody who is single. It feels like you have come to a wisdom and an enlightenment because you've spent a lot of time alone in a place of perspective. You've been thinking about what it is exactly that you want as you move forward and look for or wait for a new person. Take it as it resonates for you, right? So what are they like? They are also someone who is quite a bit full of wisdom here. They're someone who likes a lot alone time. They like to spend time alone. So this person is somebody who, what they're like is they're independent. So they're looking for someone who's independent. They don't want you in their house constantly. They don't want you stuck to their hip. They don't want to be with you all the time. This is somebody that I feel that they want to move quickly. They want to know that you're going to be their person, that you're not dating anybody else. But I also feel like this person is somebody who's going to have to be away on business, or who's going to have to take care of their businesses, or who has, other things if they're working in the corporate world, that maybe they're the president or the vice president. Like it feels like they have to spend a lot of time working or being away. So they need somebody who's not codependent. They need somebody who is independent, confident in themselves, takes care of themselves. This is the pre-Empress energy, right? So we do have the Emperor and the pre-Empress energy. So I feel like they need to know that somebody is on track to be the Empress. Somebody who's going to be able to be as balanced as they are. Somebody who can take care of themselves when this person's not around. Someone who can take care of the kids when they're not around. What else do we have here? We do have the Seven of Pentacles. What they're like is they're a really hard worker. This is somebody here who has made it for themselves. Nobody handed it to them. They worked really hard for it. And they did it by intentional living. So not allowing life to live them, but making intentional moves. Very planned, right? This is Taurus energy. Very planned and intentional movements is how they work. They work really hard. And nothing is hard work to them. Like the Emperor is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles can be a workaholic. I'm just saying. The King of Pentacles is Taurus, right? That can be a workaholic. That's somebody who's made their own time, made their own life. Somebody who is gained perspective because they do have wisdom. Tell me more. We do have the Two of Swords. And we have the Five of Cups. So this person is looking for someone that that they know that they will have a feeling that they're not going to be in regret about. Somebody who's very deep, but somebody who is able to express their feelings on the surface. I feel like this person is somebody, the Two of Swords tells me that this person, that the way they stay in balance sometimes is just by not dealing with certain things, by not looking at certain things. Like it feels like they have a specific path that they follow, which is right in line with the Emperor. They have a specific path that they follow, and anything that is along the path that will stop them from getting whatever it is that they want, because that's Aries, that they are somebody who will just block out whatever is on their path that just doesn't match whatever is going on with them in their life. Whatever it is that their point of interest is, whatever it is that they want, they won't let anything stop them from getting what they want. In other words, that they will just block out whatever it is that's going to interrupt the flow. And whether that is sadness or that is, just blocking out things in the mind, I would say. I feel like this person doesn't really tell people when they're sad. So they might be very stoic on the surface, and they're not a person who really tells other people when they're experiencing hardship. And I think also that's what the Two of Swords and the Five of Cups is telling me here, is that this person doesn't really express when they're upset. What they do is they work harder. Yeah, so they definitely probably are a workaholic. And I don't say that in a bad way. I feel like this person, the reason that they're the Emperor or they have an empire is because they work really hard. So they need someone who's not codependent, who doesn't need them around all the time. What else do we have here? We've got the Eight of Swords. We've got the Five of Coins. And we've got the Two of Wands. Look, I feel like this person is somebody who, if anybody has sort of an iffy feeling, if they have an iffy feeling about someone, so if they don't completely trust them, if they can't get a clear answer from that person, if they even feel for a second that that person's not on board, they're out. They're out. So somebody who keeps them on hold, somebody who doesn't answer them right away, somebody who's not serious about getting into a relationship, they will cut you out right away. I feel like the eight and the 2 is 10. This person's not playing. This person is they're not looking just to date to have fun. They're looking for someone who is going to be a spouse. They're looking for someone to marry is what they're looking for. So this person, I feel that they make decisions sometimes quickly. We do have Aries here. So they make decisions sometimes quickly as to how they're going to put people out in the cold here. But I feel like anybody who is in this Eight of Swords energy who doesn't, who is like, how can I say, holding back or feels trapped, I can't give you an answer. Somebody who's going to be in the gameplay situation is not the person for the Emperor. No. So I feel like that's the new person that's coming. Look, we've got the Sun. You're going to know it. Like I could tell you anything that I want here, but you're going to know them by energy. First and foremost, no matter what I say here, you should always feel somebody out. If it doesn't feel right, get out of there. And if it does feel right, then maybe you just want to stay. But ultimately, the truth of the matter is if you have boundaries, you don't really have to worry about who's friend and who is foe. If you have boundaries, that means that you're going to allow people to be who they are, and you're going to make promises to yourself that you're going to keep. If that person moves left instead of right, they're not for me. That's kind of the information that the Emperor is going to give you. Is like, if you're in doubt about me at all, then you're not for me. Next. Like, that's what it feels like. So make sure that you have your boundaries in place. There's going to be some pretty sharp conversation, I feel. And it's going to be good conversation. But this is very honest, truthful, clarifying energy. This is the opening of a new conversation. So this person, I feel, is going to pursue you. That's what the Emperor would do. This is masculine leaning energy. And so we have the Sun, which is also Leo energy here. We do have the Ace of Swords. It tells me that this person is going to see you and is going to be attracted to you. You're going to have a spotlight on you. They're going to come to you. You don't have to worry about running out and finding them. And I feel if you're the masculine, that you're the person who's looking for the spotlight on somebody. So we do have the Three of Cups, which tells me that it's celebratory. I feel like when you meet this person, you're in a place that is public. It might be at a restaurant. It could be at a gym. It could be someplace where there's other people around, and it's a celebratory sort of energy. People are in a good mood. It's a high vibe. It's kind of that sort of energy. I'm just going to pull my deck here. And we'll find out a little bit more about this person, and then I'm going to let you go. Tell me more. Tell me some information. How else will the collective know when they've met this person? Some of you could meet this person in the next 6 months. That's really not for everybody, but so between now and spring, possibly. We have new love. There we go. This is somebody who is new. We do have a major attraction. I was just saying that with the Queen of Wands, right? That this person needs to be incredibly attracted to you. And I feel like there will be. They will be incredibly attracted to you, and you will be incredibly attracted to them. It's going to be, I can't keep my hands off you kind of energy. Tell me more. When this person seeks clarity. So this person is probably coming at you as the King of Swords. This person is seeking clarity. We did see the Queen of Swords here. And we did see the Ace of Swords. So this person is needing clarity almost immediately. And it's not the first day that you meet them. But they're going to need clarity quickly. This is not something that is going to be, it's not something they're going to drag their heels with. They're going to want you to speak with them on whether you want a relationship, what kind of relationship, are you getting married? We do have abundance here. If you're seeing ones, this might be something that happens to you before this shows up, before the Wheel of Fortune and the Scorpio energy here shows up, the Tower. You might be seeing ones telling you that a new beginning is around the corner. This person lives close over land, so this is not someone you're going to meet who lives in another country. This is someone who lives in your country, closer to you. You're able to get to them over land, whether that is traveling 2 hours or 15 hours. You can travel over land to see them. This person is a homebody. They like to be at home. They like the home. They like to beautify the home. This person is an emotional seeker. So in the home, so behind closed doors, this person will seek emotion. They are somebody who I feel won't show anyone else their emotion on the surface, because they also are the King of Cups, right? Someone who's very stoic, but in private, this person will seek emotion. So when they're out amongst people, they'll have sort of a hard exterior. This could be an older masculine. So if it is a masculine for you, this person is going to be older than you. If you are the masculine, you're probably going to find someone who's younger than you. This person could have dark hair and seeks material things. That's King of Pentacles energy. So this person is quite wealthy. They have a large home. They have, whatever they need in terms of pentacle wealth and soul recognition. So you're going to know, like I said, your intuition. How are you going to know? You're going to know. The soul recognition is here. This person is incredibly smart. That's how they got to be here. They're really smart. Gemini is, some of the best thinkers in the world have Gemini energy, sun, moon, or rising. So I'm just going to leave that right there. I hope that was something you wanted to hear. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. You guys take care. Love ya. Bye.